All right, welcome back. Shimply podcast number 14. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Let's hit it. John Kiriakou. My real ball knowers out there. Let's talk about John Kiriakou. I first heard about John when he was on Rogan, probably 5 months ago, and it blew my mind, right? And since then, I've been every single day in a huge rabbit hole, watching every single podcast, guest star, video of John Kiriakou in existence, because this guy is the best storyteller. He's amazing, a true patriot, and so forth. The only questions I do have, which I left on his YouTube channel comments, Deep Focus with John Kiriakou, is I do have questions. I know he'll never answer them, but I do have questions on his involvement with Russia TV, which is kind of weird to me, or Russia Today, I should say. And then also, I know the answer to it, but I want to hear him say it. I'm not doubting him at all, and I understand his motives. However, I do want to ask him if that reporter never did implement him or connect him with Abu Zubaydah, would he ever actually have blown the whistle if not to save his own butt? Not to say that what he did wasn't honorable and just, but things don't have to be mutually exclusive. And what I gotta say to that is, the rain in Spain falls mainly in the plains, and do-si dotes and dozy doos do yabba dabba dooba. Anyway, let's watch this reaction video about John Kiriakou CIA story meme compilation by Viral Plug on YouTube. Shout out you, Viral Plug. I'm gonna react to this video, and you guys know all the memes. Like, every podcast is like 3 hours long. I've watched all of them. Shout out Dalton Fisher, Diary of CEO, Hard Truth, this other guy. There's so many podcasts he's been on, and I've watched all of them. It doesn't matter if he's retelling the same story. It's so entertaining and so funny. And sometimes he'll throw in additional details or snippets that makes it so worth listening to. And my day is just filled with John Kiriakou all day in my ear while I'm at work. So let's get to the Viral Plug's YouTube video. Screen record. All right, let's see. All right, start. 3, 2, 1.
And have you ever taken anything from the office worth more than $20? No.
Dude, I'm not even gonna implement myself, or maybe I am, but let's just say that last question. Anywho, that reminds me, actually, I applied to the CIA once 20 years ago when I was 19. I don't think I get in. I think my question or answer to why do you want to join the CIA, I'm pretty sure I typed in verbatim when I was 19. I'm trying to see what you guys are all about. I'm trying to see if these secrets are real, and I'm the guy for you. Something stupid like that. But I'm sure if I applied again, I probably wouldn't make it.
Have you ever had sex with a man?
And she just threw that one at me like a grenade. So I go, no.
Which was true.
Which was true.
But I could feel my...
It's so funny. I'm sure you guys have also seen John's Deep Focus Q&A, where he's talking about his blow up on TikTok and the memes with his voice sped up and slowed down. I think it's just funny that he's acknowledging this. It's hilarious. I wonder what his kids think. I know he has 5 kids, 4 boys. Their dad's a legend, dude.
I can tell that you're nervous.
Threw that question out there like a grenade into the middle of the room.
She said, it's a standard question. I said, I understand. So I just kind of sat there for
Either in a hotel or in a car, right? Rip off your clothes and jump into bed, both of you. You're gonna be gay for a minute.
I remember this one
So when they
too.
finally break down the door, they're like, oh my god, no, you're just gay?
Would you guys do that? Dude, off rip, we're not actually doing anything. Dude, if you were in a serious predicament and you're about to get caught, national security, you might lose your life. Of course I'm gonna rip off all my clothes, pause, and hop into bed with whoever it is. Man, woman, goldfish, whoever.
And then everybody's okay.
Another one was something called the cold cell, where they strip the prisoner naked, they chain you to an eye bolt in the ceiling.
Dude, when you was talking about the cold cell, it sounded so terrible. I know you talked about this a million times, but I literally couldn't imagine. Yeah.
So that you can't sit.
Or lay.
Also, he's also touched on this a lot, but like he said, torture doesn't work, dude. I would admit to literally everything, dude. I would admit to, I don't know, the Epstein files if you're torturing me that much. If you waterboarded me and then you revived me just to waterboard me again, I'm gonna admit to anything. He was saying he really dislikes complimenting the FBI, but I would totally fall for that. You give me a little coffee, you give me a cigarette, you're nice to me. I'll tell you what you want. You offer me a deal, my life's over at this point if I'm a, how should I word this, a terror person. I can't say that actual word, but a terror person that commits terror. If you're nice to me and you offer me a deal, of course I'll admit it. Of course torture doesn't work. Crazy people. Also, people with sociopathic tendencies should be good for the CIA. Count me in, bro. Count me in.
Somebody goes in and throws a bucket of ice water on you. They roll up a towel and put it around your neck,
And then they shove
I remember
you
this.
into a wall.
right? Well, the
That's just
wall,
strange, dude.
It's a, what do you call it, fiberboard, piece of plywood, piece.
Dude, imagine a torture technique. For those of you that play football, they just make you go Oklahoma drill with the FBI or CIA agent. You have no pads. They're fully padded up. I'm talking about Shut F7, Rydell Speed Flex, full pads. They say, hey, if you want to make it out of here, grab this ball on your back, flip over, Oklahoma drill me. You're going against some 230-pound 4'4", 40 dude. That's a real torture technique right there.
There's a little bit of give, and they have the towel so that, you know.
Concrete block wall.
And now we have,
Yeah, so this is
for example,
bashing you,
Mohammed
dude.
Attar, the nephew of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, who is now
Brain damaged.
to the point where he can't participate in his own defense. They gave him.
Permanent lifelong brain damage.
What about that one?
That's CTE right there, bro.
Classic.
Y'all think Antonio Brown is surviving CIA enhanced interrogation techniques? And you never know.
They killed, and then after they killed him,
They were somehow able to lock the door from the inside.
Dude, this was so funny when he was talking about Mossad. These guys, hey, shout out everybody, shout out all friends of different places, but these Mossad guys are crazy, bro.
and we tried like magnets and.
Sending somebody in from the balcony.
How do they do that?
Yeah, someone from Mossad was hiding in that
Wasn't there also
room
somebody
for
else who
sure.
never officially claimed responsibility for that?
Or they
But
repelled in the
there was,
window.
And in Dubai,
They have the most CCTV coverage in the world.
more than the Chinese.
That's
But
true.
none
He
of
talked
them
about the
covered.
big TV
And
with
number
the
one, people speculate
million
the skies is,
screens.
But I don't know if this is true, but weren't the cameras Israeli made?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
20 minutes after the cop warned me about people coming into his face, the other one
Oh, I
showed
guess I'm
me
with the Aryans now.
tattooed on his eyelids. Guy, I said, yeah, so.
Dude, valid though. Like, if you're in prison, dude, you gotta ride with
He says,
whoever.
You a fag? I said, no, I'm not a fag. He said, you a rat? I said, no, I didn't have anybody else in my case. I'm not a rat. And he says, you a chomo?
Shout out 6ix9ine.
I don't know what that word means.
Chomo is
He
crazy.
goes, chomo, child molester. I said, no, I'm not a child molester. And he goes, okay, you could sit with the Aryans in the cafeteria. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm with the Aryans now. Grand.
Oh,
And then the guy.
Bet they can.
shout out Italians.
They do.
In the immediate aftermath of the 9/11 attacks, the CIA created, for example,
Just disappear people.
we would capture people in Al Qaeda safe houses, for example.
Whatever your opinions on the CIA, shout out America. Disappearing people is sick.
And we would ship them off to these.
Even the presidents and prime ministers of the countries where
Of
the
course they
prisons
didn't know.
were based, didn't know that.
Dude, one of the best stories was when he was in Greece and he walked into that Arabic man's house and but when he broke the book bag, started speaking Greek, then started speaking English, and then talked to his daughter, asking her name. Dude, insane. And then afterwards, I guess the guy got U.S. money and he started 7 restaurants. Shout out him.
Prisons in their
They can take over your smart television and turn the speaker
into a microphone.
so that they can listen to what's being said in the room, even when the TV is turned on.
I mean, I don't see why
What
not.
the Israelis did was they got the cell phone numbers of literally every Iranian nuclear scientist. I'm sorry, these.
Dude, this is
Iranian
crazy.
Jews. Call, right? We're gonna kill you tomorrow.
You're gonna die.
Just accept it.
Bro,
You can defect to us right now.
whole building.
And they're like,
Also,
"Fuck you," and they-
why
Then they call the wives and say, "Listen, we're gonna."
why
kill
are all
you."
the scientists in one building, bro?
So tell him this is his only chance. He's be.
Bestiality.
And the guy says, "What was that last one?"
The
I knew I had him.
polygrapher was so funny.
The guy says, "What's that mean?"
A couple, 3 times.
It's having sex with it.
Dude, gaslighting 101, dude. Imagine your friend just says something crazy, you just want to know more. He's like, oh yeah, I eat chipmunks and ants and I steak them on tulips and put them in the air fryer. Oh yeah, dude, everyone does that. That's so normal. Tell me more about it.
And the guy says,
Couple, 3 times was insane, dude.
Run it back. Why are y'all laughing at that?
dressed as Pakistanis with an Arab.
Who's bleeding to death from gunshot wounds.
Dude,
And
this was so insane, bro. They're in the Pakistani hospital in Faisalabad, and these guys are opening fire on them, and they're just ducking down. I guess, yeah, thinking from Al Qaeda's side, maybe it wouldn't be the best idea to jump in if you don't know they're armed. Obviously, they were lightly armed. And then also the Pakistanis, like John said, shot Abu Zubaydah 3 times with an AK-47. Bro, an AK-47? Bro, what caliber is that? I think it's a 50 caliber. Bro, in the stomach, in the groin, in the thigh, it's a miracle he survived. Especially back then, I don't know how he survived.
You've got to save this guy because my orders were to take him alive. And he's like,
I don't know what to do. Oh my god. And you got surgery to do. So
Dude, when John imitates people, it's so funny.
so they take him in and we sit down.
This is legit 80 hours ball knowledge.
So
fire on the hospital as they're
Yep.
come by, and we're hitting the ground. Can you get a helicopter in here? And he said, I think
so.
Bro, imagine in that situation, you're getting shot from Al Qaeda with AK-47s, and the guy that is the general of the country says, I think so. We can get a helicopter, bro. Cooked. We're cooked.
heard me. Finish the call and hang up.
I even dreamt about Pakistan. I loved the place. It's rough. You
Great.
accept the fact they're trying to kill you, and you accept the fact that they
Great.
have some god-awful disease. And if you just accept it, just surrender to it.
Dude, when he said he went to the hospital and there's just mosquitoes flying around, imagine you're in a hospital, bro. I remember he said it himself. He said he'd rather unalive or be unalived than get treatment from that hospital. Cats, dogs, mosquitoes flying around the hospital,
Enjoy yourself.
insane, bro.
Yeah.
Not on my list of places to go, but maybe I'll reconsider.
Got his mouth. And he kept asking,
This
"What
is
do you
so
do for a living?
funny.
What do you do for a living?" And yeah, I said, well,
Dude, what would I say? Dude, if I was a CIA agent and they're like, what do you do for a living? I'm like, I do OnlyFans. No questions to ask after that. You can look me up under, what is it? OG Dirt Phalange. You guys know what I'm saying.
involved in the import-export business. Oh, he just wouldn't stop.
Dude, I wonder what this guy is now, the Italian guy on the plane.
I smuggle women and cigarettes from Eastern Europe, okay?
Shout out Viral Plug, bro.
I didn't ask.
80 hours ball knowledge, boys. Episode 13. Follow, like, subscribe, comment. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Peace.